This piece is called The Conversation. So these two men are clearly having a conversation, and we have no clue who they are, what they represent, what their lives are about, who they know. And what I can tell you about this work is that it really departed from an incredibly simple idea. As I'm very fond of art history and old paintings, I was always intrigued by paintings of bearded men, men with a beard. Because it's both a sculptural idea, or as a painting, it is just very interesting, something that refers to an archetype or to an archetype of a philosopher or an intellectual. And so we look at those two men, and they look like as if they contain or have a certain degree of wisdom, that they present something like serious people. It's hard to say what it is that specifically intrigues me about someone with a long classic beard, but it was just a truly very simple point of departure, and I welcome that. So I think as an artist you don't necessarily have to depart from something incredibly complicated. But then again, if you, as an artist, start from something very simple, it necessarily becomes more complicated. So from the moment I decided I wanted to have these two 60-year-old men having a conversation with one another, and both of them dressed quite classically and having a beard, I was thinking, like, what can I add to this sculpture as something that evokes more than just a simple conversation? And so at some point I decided I have to put them on ladders. So I made those two very fragile ladders that they are standing on, these wooden steps. And I wanted to put them on those constructions in a very self-evident, calm way, as if they feel very comfortable and at ease standing on those fragile constructions. It's like it's no effort for them at all to be well balanced on top of those stairs. So these ladders, you could see them as a sort of extension of how they construct their identity, or how they somehow try to define themselves through their knowledge, or through their wisdom, or through the things that they have been about intellectually. I have no idea what they stand for, in fact, or what kind of metaphor it is. It's a quite absurd element within the sculptural construction. But I liked it a lot. I love to work following a method of free association. So on intuition and on free association, I sometimes arrive adding or taking away elements in sculptures that I cannot legitimize. I can't say why I did this or that. I just love a certain degree of absurdity or illogical decisions that are in the constructions of an art piece. So nobody will ever know what these two men are about, what they represent, what they know or don't know, and we will for sure never know what the conversation is about.